Hi everyone, my name is Aimee and I'm a first year student here at the University of Nottingham, currently studying History and Hispanic Studies. Today I'm going to be talking about what it's like being the first person in your family to be going to university, as I was in exactly the same position as you, being the first person in my family to go to university. Obviously with this amazing achievement comes a lot of joy from family members and family friends. I remember my grandparents were so excited for me to go, and knowing that I got into Nottingham they were just absolutely over the moon. And so it's like a massive honour to be able to representing your family members, like sitting with my parents and looking at all like the course catalogues on the websites, going to the open days. It was such an exciting time. But obviously on the flip side, I know that there are so many worries and concerns, and it is just a massive period of uncertainty. I particularly found not having an older sibling or any older cousins who went to university, I didn't really have like a role model to follow. I didn't really know I guess what the right thing was that we were supposed to be doing. Obviously your school gives you lots of help and feedback along the way, but it is up to you. You need to find the university that suits you the best, which is a really daunting thing, you know, when you've never done anything like this before. But there are so many resources out there which enable you to make this massive decision. Personally for me, I went to and from the idea of, did I want to go to university? Would it be better for me just to go straight into work? If you are someone who is toying with the idea of, is university right for me and will I enjoy it? I think there are three main questions that you need to ask yourself. The first thing is, do you like to learn and are you a hard worker? If so, university is definitely the place for that, because it allows you the opportunity to learn something that you've always loved, or choose a completely different subject. The second thing is, are you easily self-motivated? University is a very independent place. You need to find that fine balance between your social life and education, and making sure that you are putting in the work. The third thing that you need to ask yourself is, do you have a passion for adventures and new beginnings? I'm not saying that if you're a shy person or you're a bit afraid of change that you shouldn't go to university. Definitely not. I think the complete opposite actually. I think it will be a place where you can learn to grow into yourself and you'll find your sense of belonging in the community. There are so many questions and worries when you start this new chapter in your life at university. So I'm going to try and answer some general questions that you might have. So the first thing that I've been asked quite a few times is Nottingham for you, and how do you know that Nottingham is for you? Again, coming from a family where I'm the first person to go to university, we didn't know the differences between catered and self-catered accommodation. What are the pros, what are the cons? The main thing is you need to compare the different types of courses. At different universities, courses vary slightly, so that's something that you need to bear in mind. But what I found really helped me was that I created like a sort of table with my top 3 choices of universities. I wrote the pros and cons of each of the courses, and then I did what I liked about the university in general. Another major area was I had a lot of worries about what the workload would be like. Obviously the first main aspect that is different at university is that it is way more self-motivated. I feel like I discovered quite early on the difference between A-level and university work. I feel like A-levels was quite a heavy amount of work consistently, whereas I feel like at uni it's smaller chunks but more often, if that makes sense. So like you've constantly got like little bits of seminar reading to be doing and bits of revision along the way. Personally, from my experience, I was very close to dropping out quite early on. I had some issues with my course and just not really settling in and being quite homesick quite a lot of the time. A big thing that really helped me overcome that was the student services at Nottingham. They are always there to help you, and at the end of the day it is their job to give you the best possible advice to your concern that they can, and they are so incredibly patient, so don't think that your problem might be too complicated for them to deal with. They have seen everything before. Even if you don't feel like you need to go and speak to student services, knowing that they're there at the back of your mind if anything was to crop up and you needed any sort of help, it is just such a fantastic facility that the university offers. One of the last things that I thought I should mention is whether or not I feel like a sense of belonging at the University of Nottingham. For me, I definitely think that the university offers such fantastic aspects that really make you feel like you're at home and that you feel included. This ranges from many different things, from the friendship groups that you make at uni to the sports and making you feel part of something greater than just yourself and being part of a team and a community. So definitely joining a sports or societies really bridges that gap between home life and university life. The very last thing that I want to say is that obviously starting university can be incredibly overwhelming. You have no idea how it should be or whether you're doing the right or wrong thing, but the biggest thing to know is just dare to be bold and dare to be different. Just be you at the end of the day. I really hope this advice has helped you if you are the first in your family to be going to university, and I wish you all the best luck in starting your new university chapter. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the University of Nottingham's channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. Bye!